gonna be you die. Because you spawn on land. We've had 2 people die, or rather 1 person's still on land. I don't know if they're gonna bail.
I feel lucky today. Yay.
Oh, congrats, you didn't die.
Yay.
That's good. But yeah, I wouldn't put my money on that just because, yeah, especially not with anything valuable to spawn. Easy. Well, on the bright side, if our convoy is protected because they don't have to... What the fuck is there? There's the coastal artillery out in the boonies, right over D? No, up here.
Attention to the designated grid zone!
You see that? Yeah. They definitely need to work on this map. I believe it's still not fixed on certain EC maps, not the naval ones, but... No, that was... Denmark definitely had it. I would have to check the CDK to figure that out.
I don't know.
No, those are definitely, like, pillbox type. They're definitely fixed emplacement designs.
Some of them are called, like, Swedish something. Or Swedish postal. I don't
just
know.
check the... I'm sure that there's something in GitHub. I'll check. Units. Structures.
Oh. Oh, fine.
Attack the enemy!
There's, yeah, there's actually variable. There's 120 mil coastal, 150 mil coastal for the Swedish, and then there's an American 152.
Attack the enemy!
And... Right, I have to check, I should be checking the map itself. So I go to game data missions, templates, enduring confrontation, ports templates.
Destroy
Why
the
not?
target!
That's what you liked.
Flücht. Trying to think. Fair enough.
Destroy the target!
Fair enough.
Oh. Yeah.
Powiem defaultnie spowiednia korabli komandy A. Nie wiem, co to jest. The first part was in Russian, the second was in Polish. I'm just reading the comment values in the mission settings for the port, PT port templates. I have a feeling that that's not what it is. Huh. The second one was, when I was saying I have no idea what this says, that was in Polish. Douglas is pretty useful. You get reloads outside the base in Navy, right? for the Room 24s, which should technically be anti-ship, but why? 66s or 84s, in fact. The Douglas apparently had access to harpoons, which would basically, because the problem is that she lacks, and it's not even the right it can't just be a Rim 66 because she lacks the fire control mechanism for it. Yeah, it needs to be anti-radiation rather than. Yeah, that's fine, but they can't use. Well, it can't use. It can't home in on any target that doesn't emit radar, and that's the biggest problem. Right now, we lack that. That she can't even use because the Rim 24 requires radar reflections, and apparently only has exclusive use against planes, anyways. Because they only really explicitly state that Rim 66 has anti-surface capabilities. What that means is the accompanying system. Probably. But yeah, it just means the accompanying system lacks a radar capable of engaging surface targets. Or yeah, I mean more that the actual design systems to work alongside Rim 24 cannot engage surface targets. So you can't select a surface target, you can probably throw a beam at it and it will reflect, but the Rim 24 will have difficulty dealing with that or be very poorly capable, like very inadequate for that job. There's literally no mention of SSM. The only, like, in the same document that describes Rim 66 having anti-surface capability, there is zero mention of anything preceding it having that capability. Well, I mean, it's relevant in the sense that we'll eventually want to look into it. Just, it's good to have that. That's why I went and looked for that stuff. Here. Yeah. I'll just toss this in VoIP. This is pretty useful. This is USS Oklahoma City's Gunner's Mate manual. And this particular chapter is regarding its guided missile operations, which, of course, discuss everything from Rim 24 to Terrier BTs, Terrier HTs, and a little bit of Rim 66 and Rim 67, so it's very useful there. But simply put, and this was the first file I sent for the report and had to go and find like 5 others just to make sure that they don't keep closing it. But as far as it stands, what we do know is that Rim 66 is hard confirmed to be both anti-surface and anti-ship, or anti-air. We also know that Rim 24 is only a homing missile. We also know that, well, rather, we don't have any evidence to indicate that Rim 24 of any capacity had anti-surface capabilities. And we also know, I guess, finally, that the Rim 24 requires an accompanying radar system to reflect targets. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Honestly, probably no loss in terms of our performance on this team, because if they were here, they'd just give spawn points to the enemy, is my guess. Gato. Yeah. Rim 24, what a mess. Douglas is an absolute mess.
Ara. What? Can we go? Can we?
I mean, honestly, I'm not too, like, Hood is fine, Bion is fine, even though she's squishy, and I mean,
Everything is fine.
honestly, the amount, yeah, again, not really a big, if we're gonna be real honest to you, not even the same room of issues, if I'm being entirely, like, what's she missing? She's missing her fucking useless rocket AA. Oh, woe is me. Tragic, truly. And the radar, which is absent on, like, the vast majority of ships in this game, like, again, yes, but nothing in this game has fire control radar, except for anti-air, and it's pretty much exclusively coastal. Like, it's a non-issue, let me be real with you. It is a non-issue. It's not an issue, it's a lack of a feature, it's not an issue. There's a difference. Like, if I were to say, damn, I'd really like to have fucking Type 90 missiles on the PGO-2, I'm not saying that that's an issue, I'm saying I want a feature added, that's not an issue. It's not an issue because it's not a feature yet. I'm just gonna be real with you. Yes, they're literally just only selectively adding them. It is not an issue, it's a feature, my dude. If you have something that's supposed to work and is not working properly, that is a bug or an issue. If you have a lack of something, that is probably more a feature. If it is, like, significantly gameplay relevant, maybe you can argue it's a bug, but I would argue that this is a lack of a feature, not a lack of, it's not an issue. And more importantly, compared to Douglas's problems, yeah, I mean, again, who cares? Let me be real with you. They'll add the radars when they add the radars for Blue Water. It is not a sweeping system at any capacity, so it's not really pressing. As far as, like, comparing this to Douglas, they're not even in the same room. Douglas is busted in terms of everything about her is wrong. Hood is just, like, incomplete in the wider scheme. And C, the wrong type of guidance for the missiles, and D, like, we can keep going. Not really being... No, that's in addition to the missiles being the wrong type of missiles, the type of missiles that we have are incorrect. Like, they are not supposed to behave as SACLOS. That is a foundationally incorrect way to model a RIM-24. And for that matter, if we fix her, she should not really be in the game yet, because the missiles she can get would be crap. Because RGMs would be... Yeah, Harpoons would be too good, and RGMs would be shit. Basically, that's the situation. Yep. Whereas Hood is just, like, the worst... I'd say the worst offending aspect of Hood is just she's too strong for the content that was preceding her.
Attention to the map!
Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, even just her layout is strong anyways. Like, having very, very low ammunition in the hold is very strong. As a whole package, I'd say Hood's most game-breaking feature is she is just a flat statistical upgrade. Even if SAP was correct, her AP is already still way best in class, pretty much, so that wouldn't change. She would still be best in class. Well, I mean, if we go by that, the main thing that makes her SAP even more notable is just the high pen it has, and that can be easily resolved. The core of it is really just that she's a statistical blanket upgrade at every single point compared to her predecessors. And that's across other tech trees. Yeah, but that's not a buggy situation, that's just, it's a poor choice of content because of power creep, yeah. I would still say statistically too strong, but they didn't really need a PK on steroids, basically.
She will be nerfed significantly, I think.
Probably 69-1, I don't know if it would be an upgrade over this, if I'm to be entirely honest. You lose 3 guns, and they have... They're going to have notably inferior dispersion and rate of fire, and we know the dispersion of the German 15-inch in this game. It is, well, just generally. Maybe, but if we go by the fact that they always scale the dispersion by caliber, you probably want to have the 12-inch guns, if I'm to be entirely honest. And I wouldn't rely on the what-ifs for that, because we already have the dispersion values. we have the ones for Bismarck in the game as an artillery piece, and those ones have actually worse dispersion. They have still the fucking. Oh yeah, but we know what the buff quote unquote looks like when you saw Biden's dispersion buff. The proportional buff for that was worse than Congo. So it's yeah.
Missile.
Where?
Roger that.
Yeah, I don't really have anything I can do about that. I don't have torpedoes on me.
Somebody attack him.
And I'm also in a position where the torpedo would just explode because the peninsula is right there, so it would not really be useful. Oh no, that's just a visual issue. Hail him now.
Destroy the target.
Apologies, I got his ammunition. Overall, though, yeah, my main critique with Kronstadt is just same deal with Hood. We didn't really need these ships. It's pretty sort of shameless power creep, essentially.
Engaging the enemy.
Yeah. I love how the Douglas fucking de-renders every 5 seconds. Yep. Lovely. Bonafide cancer, yeah. And it also has really, really buggy kill condition right now, which is... Oh, he fires so that we can see him for a split second, yeah. And then he disappears. You basically have to, like, keep your point of aim at the place you last saw it. Oh, I got some hits on him. Just some, but it's something. Okay. Yeah, there he is. Look at the bastard. Yeah. They really need to do something about the spotting mechanics. It's actual aids for dealing with coastal vessels. Especially something that can just constantly perma-flood you like the Douglas. Those people need to be put into a shallow grave. Oh yeah. The lack of keeping the last point of aim as a mechanic is just so ass. Well, it's the automatic range update shit. It's not like you can turn this particular facet of it off either, so you're just stuck with this bullshit.
Somebody attack him.
I'm getting glancing hits on him, but it's nothing substantial. I'm at the point where I might just take out a Hellcat and just farm the caps, the air dom caps, so that we get the ticket advantage. Half our team that's pushing there is going on the other side of the island that we need to be on. So it's going to be Three Stooges, but like 12.
Oh, there's nobody on this side of G.
Launching an attack. Take him down.
Oh, never mind. I see a DD. Okay. And the carrier is going away. That's not helpful.
Don't worry about the carrier for now. This map is going to be one of the most boring experiences I think anybody will have with this game. It certainly won't. This is Denmark, and they made it even worse, so, you know. C'est la vie, c'est la... Oui, vraiment. I hate Douglas so much. Absolute cancer. Can't wait to get them in more trees. My complaints to it are unending, with the express caveat that, provided I have one of my own, I will become suddenly a lot more tolerant of it. Much like how I'm a lot more tolerant of Kronstadt just because I get to have one.
Huh.
You see, the trick is to nerf it after you've moved on to another ship. Easy. In this case, like, grab your hood and hope that they will nerf it by next patch rather than this one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Fight the distance. You know what? Fuck it, I'm just charging that, yeah, I'm just gonna charge the Douglas. This is a bit stupid because, you know, you're gonna be charging blind into a guy who can guide missiles into you and force heavy flooding, but... Okay, if you can get him, then that would help tremendously. Just ripple fire, just ripple fire. Ripple fire and keep adjusting your shots. That's fine, just ripple fire, that way you can dynamically adjust. That's why I propose move. Unfortunate. You basically want to get a spread. Like, don't worry about getting a good salvo, just get something. Yeah, so just make sure that your own aim and lead are erratic enough, and you'll do the trick. I mean, you don't have to be, that's the point. That's good. Well, on the bright side, Douglas's render range is at least larger than that of Sayata. Yeah, I'm charging it, and now I'm... Sayata's render distance is, by the way, 6 kilometers. So, it can pop right in and out of range. Being an absolute menace to society, it's great. That said, the missiles it has aren't as rust-busted as that on Douglas because they have much lower bursting charge. So, while you can send more shots out, you kind of have to spend more time per target. Whereas, yeah, once I get closer, because I'm already moving in, so I might as well. Talking about Reticula.
Launching an attack!
An appropriate name for a Russian ED. Does Stocky have... he has a Nordak. Okay, so he's just basically Douglas spamming. No, I mean, like, he's going to exclusively be Douglas spamming, basically.
Attack the enemy!
Not really. The Sayata arguably is the one I'm less worried about right now.
Destroy the target!
Okay. Well, I'm pushing up to a position where I can set up for a crossfire with you.
Commencing attack!
Why is there a DE grouping over what the hell? Whatever. I'll try to shoot the Trenton. Watch that guy complain that the Douglas is actually balanced, guys. You see, I didn't insta-kill the fucking light cruiser with my not even anti-ship missiles, so it's balanced.
Yes,
So true, Luffy. Literally shitting and crying that my premium cancer-ass ship isn't shitting on the world. Literally unplayable.
They got to like 50%.
Literally unplayable. Gaijin, fix your game. I need to be able to kill everything with... Give me the Osa, please. So balanced. So true, Luffy. Give me 90 missiles and a BLS. That is truly the only way that America can compete in coastal. So true. Give me the Slava class, or not the Slava class, sorry, the Keto class with Slava missiles. I want to be able to one-shot a battleship 16 times. I bet in his ammunition. The Trenton, that is. Yeah, for the most part. I'm talking about Slava missiles, which have about 1,000 kilogram warhead, so those... Yeah, those are a little different. Oh, there goes another piece of ammo. On the bright side, I am doing unspeakable things to him, so he's not having a good time. Thank you. I am taking fire from something, but I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, the Dido's gun angles are kind of frustrating. 3. Oh, I have to turn in. What's shooting me? I have to turn out, unfortunately, so my guns. Oh, it's you. Hello. That guy's Undertale, alright, Undertale, okay. I see. Thought the guy's name was. Okay, there we go. I think I have enough room. Yes, I am going to first kill the guy shooting me, and then I'll... That's a glowworm. Incroyable. Heck. Kill the German shooting me and then I'll... Nice. Yeah, I do believe they have detect shells enabled, which basically makes them detect projectiles, which is why they are also detonating on torps, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Gunners are
Now I'm gonna go for
and surface targets.
what is this? A Tushkent?
Logic, we don't do that here.
I mean, proximity fused projectiles. It's not surprising that they can detect missiles. It just depends on if you have specialized target discrimination capabilities. I think it's called HE. Was it HCVT or something like that? It's CVT versus VT, where you have a particular form of discrimination for example, being able to fire your VT shells in the rain, as base bog standard VT would actually fuse in rain.
Oh, in the rain.
Yeah, because if you, basically any radar reflections would trigger it. There wasn't very much discrimination. Yes, it was just that the thresholds for that were not exactly too sophisticated. Yeah.
Targo, nyom. Hacker.
Well, I have more than enough for hood. Oh, there's something right in my face. Hello.
Yeah, but can't really spawn other than our initial.
Got his ammunition. Hey, Lamau. Another. Yeah, I'm just constantly knocking out this Cowl's first stage, so he's having a great time with that. And another one, and he's dead. That's a record time kill, I think. Well, outside of one-shotting it with one ammunition debt, I got 3. And the Douglas is invisible. Of course he is. Of course. How are you guys doing at? Oh, I guess G was a failed cap.
I'm good. Got enough
Where are you?
points.
Oh no, I mean we're not pushing G anymore.
Oh.
Is G pushable or lost cause?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Don't really see that many people around G.
Should we go and push G, or do you want to just push this cap as per usual?
I mean, we don't have any other choice, I think. We can't really spawn closer to them. And I wouldn't really want to spawn back at, what is that, H. And go around again. I think there will be another spawn soonish in front of
Which
G.
spawn? Which spawn are they going to be in? What do you mean in front of G? Can you tell me which spawn? G is their spawn, my dude.
Yeah.
Which spawn are they going to be in?
No.
Sorry. Okay,
that's
what
not
are you
what I
saying then? Okay, yeah.
Any intermediate spawn. Because I had
No,
a game
where are the
on
enemy
them.
going to be?
No clue. Where are they going to be?
So what were you saying then?
Is that true? But we should wait until we have the intermittent spawn. Because otherwise, if you die here...
What intermediate
pushing
spawn?
G, you know those.
The dynamic, if you're talking about the convoy's dynamic spawn, that is very random. It depends on which convoy we get, and I'm not sure we're going to get that spawn.
No, like on Saipan or...
Yes,
Malta.
that's the convoy's dynamic spawn. That is
Maybe.
triggered by the convoy. That is literally the convoy spawn.
Could be, yeah.
It's not a maybe, that is the convoy spawn. Like, if you notice, we had that convoy spawn down south, it moved up. It's currently a little higher. That's the dynamic convoy spawn.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Attention to the map! Commencing attack.
Yes!
Hey, get fucked.
We're ahead of the enemy.
He might be entering the match.
Yeah, sort of. I was about to say.
So true. Well, I'm gonna be dying soon-ish, so in the meantime I'll try to get as much damage in as I can. I have enough smoke to spawn 2. And a bit.
Trento.
The only problem I have is there's no really good spawns on this map. True, it is the most boring EC map. By a pretty solid margin. Truly the superior IJN doctrine, totally not a complete waste of time and resources. They are pretty nifty. And electronics and we use vacuum tubes and cathode tubes interchangeably here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Then along came silicon. Okay, how contested is G, by the way, in terms of how hot is it? Is there a high level of activity, or is it just sort of its own thing right now? Pretty mild.
I think 3 dudes on G, or from G.
Did you experience a lot of Douglas spam, or was it?
Engaging the enemy.
I can't see them.
No, I mean, did you experience, or
It's
Or was it
light
just-
and heavy
Attack the
cruisers?
enemy.
Okay. Provided you guys can deal with that Halifax, I'll spawn this thing. Matt, did you see the Halifax in the air?
you.
From where exactly? Ah.
Oh.
Ah.
Affirmative.
I was about to say, is that the Hungarian man? Yeah, I heard about it. There was a documentary about him. Very.
Hope you went out alright, honestly. That's probably a rough experience, all things considered.
Take him down!
Well, did they never identify what language he spoke and never brought staff to facilitate that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair. Well, more importantly, what do they care about a POW? What was the casualty rate?
Um,
Destroy the target.
Oh. I'm gonna take Wikipedia with a grain of salt, but it seems like roughly a 33% fatality rate across post-war POWs. That's probably it. That's kind of, I guess that's kind of accurate when we consider that.
Nemzet? Nation.
Take him down.
I guess it's called Magyar Nemzet. Yep. It fit. Oh,
Wait, so they didn't even know? Bruh.
Commencing attack.
He's the oldest serving, or? Oh, that worked out. That's a good gig. I don't know if it's worth the compensation for, like, yeah.
yeah, it wasn't kind to him.
Yeah, most of the time, you look at these big numbers for medical compensations and people go like, oh, people must be, like, searching for, when people get too happy. Obviously, they're trying to rake in that money. No, it usually doesn't make up for the damages.
No.
It's generally pretty expensive. Like, the classic one is the McDonald's hot coffee controversy. She didn't even initially ask for anything beyond covering her medical expenses because her skin melted. And McDonald's basically went on a campaign to slander her in the media. And yeah, generally speaking,
That's nice.
yeah,
Nice.
pretty darn nasty. No, it was, I think, 800,000. The jury wanted to award her $2 million, but the judge just cut it down to 800,000. But yeah. Yeah, the jury recommended that, and then the judge cut that down to sub 1 million. Okay, so it's still substantially better. Right.
Somebody attack him!
Yeah, I think that
Launching an attack!
as far as it goes, generally speaking, like the big problem with quantifying medical expenses is generally that the going through the court process, the person's generally still either they haven't received medical treatment or that medical treatment wasn't delivered in time, so they have to have suffered through some. Basically, they have to live with the injury for a while, and that introduces a shit ton of problems. It cuts your career trajectory because maybe you can't work at your job, maybe you struggle with other things. It becomes a big ordeal, and the costs add up there. And that's also to quantify the fact that you really can't make up for some damages with money, so it just ends up being a traumatic experience all over. And then, of course, the court process is very, very combative in nature, so, you know, all over the place with that. And while there is definitely concern with sue happiness, I think that that sort of infrastructure is useful to make sure that big companies don't get away with abusing people like dictatorships do, even though they still do. We have yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's a nightmare. But on the bright side, the other Douglases all quit except for one of them. No, they quit. The people whose names were using USS Douglas, only one of them is remaining. I think Mats might have had it, but the guy that was in chat talking about yeah, good riddance. And honestly, that's half the battle, getting rid of the enemy Douglases. Because they are one of the most efficient things to spawn to block caps. You really don't have fun pushing into... Like, if you have 2 people in Douglases, they can just lock down a cap, even against relatively heavy ships. You will eventually break in, but if you have to deal with that and then, like, 1 Kronstadt, even if you have multiple capital ships, it can be a nightmare. Yeah, I mean, that would be a viable way. What I kind of want is more of these bullshit anti-ship missiles for other nations so that I can bring an actual capital ship alongside an actual Cancer SAM ship.
Fight cancer with cancer.
Yeah, that's the idea. I start with something like a Douglas and then I pivot into a capital ship. I am. That's correct. Like I said, I still haven't put in that SAP report asking for them to nerf Flood SAP and Bion SAP down.
But I thought it was because they don't have air drag.
No, that's just a K modifier, my dude. It's literally just the raw penetration efficiency is too high. That's what I'm reporting. Anything to do with air drag, that's a separate report, right?
But is there a problem with goods?
Yes. 0.87 is way too high for a World War I shell. I'm gonna be real with you.
That's what you mean.
Yeah, I'm not saying that like the relationship should be. No, that's not the issue. The issue is just that value in the first place is too high for that era of shell design. If I'm being honest. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the point. A common shell. I think all a SAP shell or capped common shell.
I get you.
Yeah, it's.
I thought it's about the inconsistency of 06087.
Oh no, that's its own kind of arms. But like, my goal is to just simply take all those shell types and go, well, 0.87.6 is a wrong relationship to work with in the first place. It should be closer to 0.4.6.
Yeah.
It's not like we have capped common shells that are 0.6, so we have some that are, I would say, more reasonably demonstrated, like Congo and Marlborough. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, Dreadnought's a perfect example. That's kind of like the quintessential common shell. Yep. I'm on my way.
Yes, we're coming. Coming.
Gookie by chance? Gookie? Okay, yeah, I'm 22 kilometers away, 21 kilometers now. Oh yeah. I'll lead that to a 20 kilometer hit. I have a feeling he's going to move 20 kilometers or 1 kilometer and then some by the time the shell hits, though. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. Worrying. Finished. I have not.
32.
Hmm?
Yeah, they had it in a... It's not live yet. So bug report or several on the community page.
Good to know.
Attention to the map.
Yeah, something like that.
Doobie.
Good.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Attention to the designated grid zone.
Nice.
Done.
Definitely not leading enough. Oh, nice kill. Pastime of sorts. Hmm? Good. That is very good. You'll definitely feel it, but... Oh yeah. Shoot out his machinery and shoot out his aft, and then oh, I got something. Didn't really do anything, but looking at the damage count, he did quite a number on him. Yeah. Sent a salvo out. Oh, we
Spawn
spotted
in
it.
area.
Oh yeah, we have a bomber there. Don't know if we'll actually kill it. Well, actually, we can now shoot it from a quite range now, so I guess we can.
40 kilometers.
Easy. To be fair, it moves in like a lazy circle.
Yeah,
So,
probably I could do that.
okay, I think you got him. I think you... Yeah, I just took one hit and... Well, I'm getting into a range where my gunnery is a little bit more effective, so... Oh yeah, I see that crash dive. Nice. I got an assist for that. I'm impressed because I only got like 2 hits on him with like glancing shots on his bow.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Oh boy.
Oh, nice.
There's nothing there yet though. That's good to know. Yeah, welcome to this map. Yeah, it might be worth keeping an eye on that cap though, because they can push into F or some and do other nasty shit. So I might actually end up doing nothing to spawn and actually just failing to spawn in another cap just in case. So that we don't get absolutely shafted. Speaking of, what's in I? Yeah. Matt, do you see everything in the eye? Just spam your tracking radar in that area if you catch a lock. I know that the radar on Douglas isn't the best, but... E. It does. It has a tracking radar,
Oh.
Matt.
There's the Halifax. There's the Halifax over me.
Matt, I'll send you a video. It's basically a visual bug where the radar doesn't even display. But it is there.
Wait.
Basically, literally just a tracking radar.
Wanted to bomb me. Amazing.
If you spam the target
Nice.
function, it should give you a reading if you're close enough. But the radar is kind of crap, so to be fair.
I don't know.
Destroy the target!
Matt, do you see that Halifax?
It might be the SOC. Oh no, the Halifax is there.
Target!
Yeah.
Would be nice. I'm not sure whether you can deal with it.
His missile should fly 14 kilometers, so it, in theory, is enough range, but... Yeah. Which one? Or the one in the 1910s, yeah? Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Matt, can you kill that thing? He's bombing me now.
Oh,
Yeah, please use a SAM as a SAM, if possible.
Attack the enemy!
Just a mild ask, I know.
Launching an attack.
Oh yeah, I heard of that story. There's nothing in that area.
Take him down!
Amazing.
Destroy the target!
Should I even respawn?
Attack the
This map
enemy!
is incredibly boring. True, but I might as well just take like a plane and fucking bomb airfields. It's not even wind, it's just bomb airfields. It is mind-numbingly boring. I hate this map so much, and really wish that fucking Halifax would die already.
The enemy has captured a zone.
Yeah, we're gonna lose because we're gonna lose air doms, and that Halifax is still airborne, so we can't really do anything about that. Would be nice if he... I mean, that would also take a million years using... All I have right now is a Hellcat, and he's in space, so... Genuinely would be nice if a SAM missile struck it or something. I don't know. Crazy, I know.
Take him down!
Destroy the target.
Just remember this is arcade, so it gets in-air reloads, so it's just gonna keep bombing us if we don't do anything about it. Neither can I. Yep, that's what he's gonna do, pretty much ad nauseum. It's not gonna stop. Ain't that fun. Oh yeah. I am not against just quitting out of this match, by the way. That's... okay, well then let's try to finish this one off. Million fucking years just to get anything done on this map. And the one spawn I want to take is fucking bugged. Fucking hate this game.
Next time we get Denmark, we just leave it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I've done that every single time before, which is why this is essentially my first time playing large Denmark. It is. I've quit it every single time prior. I cannot stand this map. I've even quit out the earlier Denmarks. It's generally just a boring map.
Somebody attack him!
Yeah, it is pretty shit. I think it's outshitted that just because they have actually somewhat mitigated the pure bullshit, which is the convoy spawn in south, if you spawn as in the British side, because that now spawns north. So if you get the attack convoy, you get to spawn up in the northeast side of the map, which is more fair because that allows for the French side to actually, yeah, it makes it a little bit more even. And you can still just sail over directly to the carrier from the south anyways, it's super close. So they have somewhat mitigated that. Interesting.
Wonder why? Oh, I think it was unreliable or something. The mixed propulsion thing.
It's an interesting idea for sure. But where is that spawn? Engineer destroyed. Oh, they are also right at B.
Attack the enemy.
They are right here. Well, fuck. How am I gonna even do this? I have to deal with the shit spawn and hope that I don't get in a bugged position. Well, I'm in a bugged position. Go fuck yourself, Gaijin.
Damn.
Physically fucking despise this shit. You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna just bombard this Emden from the coastline.
Attack the enemy.
It is
Not a bad
infuriating, but I have 2 minutes to just destroy this guy. So I'll take it. I get fucked. There's a heavy cruiser. There's a lot pushing into this location. This was a spawn I wanted to take, but can't really take it because otherwise I'll just keep dying. And my gunnery's bugged. Of course it is. Love it. Love this map. Totally not a waste of oxygen.
Thank you, devs.
Yeah. Interesting. And my aim is fucked for some reason. Cool. Love it. Neat. Ah. I'm just gonna fucking die to this. It is infuriating how dogshit this spawn is.
Oh.
Destroy the target.
North Dakota is at F4.
Got the ammo on the Northampton.
Nice.
He's down to 20% crew. But I'm gonna die in 5 seconds because Gaijin.
F.
Amazing. Oh, and my fucking shadow plate is not working. Why the fuck?
Aw.
Fucking hell. Nvidia is such a pile of dog shit.
Oh,
Must be just sign in again.
Starting bind for you. Oh, never mind.
Of course.
Having fun. I'm not sure what to do. Go for G or S.
Bullshit that. God. Infuriating. Today's been a very frustrating day in War Thunder. It's not your fault. It's a combination of technical errors and. Oh no, absolutely not. I won't blame you for that. How the fuck is that?
Oh, come on.
What the fuck? My god.
Attack the enemy!
Hello.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
And what? Oh god. A torped? Interesting. Oh.
Destroy the target.
Yeah, that's the north there. Oh.
Nvidia, you say security challenge, you're fucking security challenged.
Somebody attack him!
Oh shit, is coming back again? Didn't see him.
Not now. I do not give enough of a shit. I want it to work properly.
Bravo!
Oh yeah.
Is the cancer in the sky dead yet, or is he still there?
No. No, it's bombing me.
Torpedo to starboard.
They're still there. Yeah, of course. We really can't do anything about that right now. They get a free spawn there because love convoy spawns. Very balanced. Love being forced to die in 2 minutes every time I spawn at B just to make sure it doesn't fall to a bunch of dumbasses and heavy cruisers as well. So fun. Only the fucking best. I'd like it if they just killed the thing from the map rotation in the time that the thing's bugged as well, rather than waiting for the entire update to... Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, we're gonna probably get the update to fix this Monday, or sometime around that 0.37. That's probably a Monday update. That shit is fucking infuriating, because that means that an entire full EC session on the weekend is just fucked. They go for the weekend like, you know, normal people.
Makes sense.
The problem is that the product is still active over the weekend. And you'd think that you would send out that hotfix sooner.
Attack him!
Don't worry about it.
You know, like a hotfix.
Our base is destroyed.
And we are significantly down on tickets now. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think people are understanding how bullshit this match is. If it wasn't the last session for you guys, I'd have quit already. Substantially so. Wouldn't blame you. There's very little value in maintaining this game. It is pretty trash. Like, yeah, I would even take French spawn Dover over this shit. So, yeah. It's also a little bit more fair now. It's still not very fair, but it's more fair. There is something to be said about winning that match now. Oh no, you got my bridge. I totally need it to traverse and move around on land. Very necessary. Oh yeah, but I'm not on the sea.
Or
In real life, perhaps. In this game, it is pretty devastating to lose your bridge. Just a little bit. Just a tad. And I think I have 2 more salvos in me, I think. There's one. Nope, not even. I fucking hate this. It is so bad. It's making me go negative in this match just because I have to fucking babysit this bullshit. I despise it with unyielding fury. I have to bail from this because I didn't know if you'd die. Fucking hate this. Do you want to keep this game up, or I'm super tempted to just leave? Shall we call it for a night? I wouldn't blame any of you. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to sail all the way out to that carrier to then have to farm it. Look at the potential spawn area for the carrier up north. Good lord. Can't wait to have to go out into that wide expanse and potentially get farmed by whoever the fuck in their reloading bomber for the entire game. Fair enough. Yeah, Yep. Sounds about right.